Hello everyone and welcome to the Analyze Chain training exercise. As you can see, we have four similar lines, but they each have their own unique problem. When I go to analyze the chain, as you can see here, there's a branch point in these chains. So as I mentioned, there are four unique things wrong with these chains, and it won't allow us to chain them properly, and this could disrupt any toolpath operations that we're looking to do in the future. So I'm going to start with the first one here. The first thing that you should do when analyzing a chain is to come up to the top here and select Delete Duplicates. When Delete Duplicates appears, you can see that there are two lines that are duplicated in this example. So when I hit OK now and I shift click, you should see that this line fully is chained now. So there was overlapping entities on this line here. The second one that I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the top here and I'm going to run user application. I'm going to go to Find Overlap and double click this. Select entities I wish to overlap, check for overlap. I'm going to highlight the whole thing as if this were my part and hit enter on my keyboard. Mastercam will recognize that there is an overlapping entity here, and I'm just going to hit the cleanup button. So two overlapping entities deleted, repaint graphics, and check for gaps. So I'll just repaint my geometry, and now when I shift click here, this chain is fixed, as well as this chain too. So you're probably wondering what's the difference between a C-hook find overlap and a delete duplicates. Find overlap is a chain that is one on top of the other, whereas delete duplicates is an exact duplicate of that line. So when you go to the C-hook and you select find overlap, one line could be shorter than another line, but it's still overlapping, whereas delete duplicate has to be an exact duplicate of that line. So I'm going to go down to the bottom one here, and I'm going to rotate my geometry. You can see here that it is not on the same Z depth. So I'm just going to go to the top here and select my top WCS. I'm going to highlight this chain here, highlight all the pieces to it. I'm going to come up to the top and go X-form, and I'm going to select project, and I'm going to move all the lines on my Z0 and hit OK. Now when I rotate the plane, you can see that it all aligns, and when I shift click this geometry, it is now one solid line. Go back to my top view, and for this one I'm going to shift click and notice that the chain ends around here. So it's not a duplicate, it's not an overlap, and it's not on a different Z depth. So I'm just going to zoom in to this location right here. And I'm going to zoom in some more. And I'm going to zoom in one more time so we can see this. As you can see, the chains don't necessarily touch each other. So I'm just going to shift click off this. I'm going to come up to the top here. I'm going to go Edit, Trim Break Extend. I'm going to trim to two entities. I'm going to grab this line here, and I'm going to need to zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to grab this line here to connect that line. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to fit to screen, and I'm going to shift click again, and I'll notice that now there's a problem in this area. So I'm going to again zoom in to this location. Again, you can use your mouse wheel if you guys want to. I'm using the zoom target, and I'm going to zoom in one more time here to see what the problem is. And again, we run into the similar issue. So I'm just going to shift click off this line. I'm going to go into Edit, Trim Break Extend to two entities. I'm going to select the two lines that I want to keep, and it should clean up my geometry. Now when I fit to my screen and I shift click all these lines, you'll notice that they are full solid lines. So those are four unique problems that you could run into when you are chaining or analyzing a chain. And do these to clean up your geometry.